Anxiously attached people often get judged, not for having the wound, but for how they show it. And no pattern gets more misunderstood than the difference between how anxious women and anxious men behave after a breakup. Now, this is part one of a multi-part series on anxious attachment, how it looks, how it hurts, and why we so often misread it. Now, you've probably seen it. An anxious woman loses her avoidant partner and she spirals, posting online, venting, emotional, loud. Meanwhile, anxious men vanish, quiet, withdrawn. From the outside, it looks like they've moved on. But here's the truth. They're not handling it better. They're just handling it differently. So anxious attachment is shaped by how you learned to survive pain. And gender plays a big role in that. Women are more likely to externalize their distress because they were taught to express feelings, seek connection, and talk things out. So when abandonment gets triggered, their response is loud, venting, spiraling, protesting. Anxious men, on the other hand, were taught that showing emotion is weakness. So many internalize their panic. They shut down, go numb, blame themselves, disappear. But not all of them go silent. Some panic in the other direction. They chase someone new, fast, not because they're over it, but because being alone feels unbearable to them. It's still protest behavior, just quieter or quicker, but not more healed. And that's what no one sees, because when men collapse inward or redirect outward, they don't get called too much. They don't get called strong either. Most of the time, they don't get seen at all. But they're hurting just the same. Anxious people aren't unstable. They're scared. And how that fear gets expressed has more to do with survival than personality. Now, if this feels familiar, please save it. Secure attachment is possible. And part two, what happens when anxious panic gets mistaken for abuse and why anxious people often don't see it happening. So don't miss it.